Meanwhile, Senator Antonio Trillanes IV reveals that he always knew what he was up against when he chose to fight the current administration. The senator also revealed Duterte's plan to stay in power, according to what he says is from an inside source. Charlie Barredo tells us why in this report.
Senator Antonio Trillanes said he knew what he signed up for and was very much aware of the consequences and the backlash that he would garner when he opted to take this fight against President Rodrigo Duterte.
That's part of the risk involved when I took up this fight against this ruthless president that we have. So I expected all the subtle maneuverings to make me vulnerable.
Trillanes admitted that he is a fatalist and he believes in the primacy of God's will.
If you believe in the primacy of God's will, and that's the kind of person that I am, and that's the kind of attitude or philosophy that I have embraced early on in my life. So I just do what I need to do. And let's just take, for example, back in 2007, when I ran for the Senate the first time, there was absolutely no chance for me to win that election. But I always believed that if it's part of God's will that I would win, then regardless of all the attempts to cheat or sabotage my campaign, they won't work and I would still win if it's part of God's will. And obviously it was.
He reveals receiving information on the president's plan to perpetuate power as long as he can or to keep it within his family.
Information from the inside circle of Mr. Duterte. The plans of Duterte can be reduced to three. One, he plans to have an absolute control, absolute power, which could be a nationwide martial law, then elevated to a revolutionary government. He wants that. That option reflects perfectly well, or blends perfectly well with his personality. Next is the Cha-Cha option, which is to prolong or perpetuate his hold on power. And the final option would be, in case the Plan A and Plan B will not succeed, he will have to field Sara Duterte in 2022 for president to protect his to protect Duterte from the legal culpabilities that he would be faced with.
Trillanes also underscored that he was always knowledgeable of the fact that Duterte wanted him dead from the very beginning.
Definitely, it's already a given because Duterte himself publicly announced that someday somebody might shoot me. He made that public statement. As I was mentioning, it already occurred to me since day one that Duterte wants to have me killed. Okay, I have witnesses to attest to that, and but I was never bothered by that.
Trillanes believes that the threat to his life is imminent, having been named by a former police officer and self-confessed Davao Death Squad member as a target for assassination. He also stressed that if it's God's will for him to die, so be it.
If it's God's will for me to die tomorrow or tonight, then that's going to happen. Why worry about it?
Okay, sir.
Charlie Barredo, UNTV News and Rescue, Philippines.